Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and it is time for KALE and Caulifla, the best units in Dokkan history, to arrive on Global Dokkan. As expected, this was very, very obvious. The very second on Dokkan Now that they popped up that Universe 6 story event was coming, it was crystal clear to me that KALE and Khalifa were coming, along with many others. Like, we all expected this. KALE and Khalifa for Christmas does make sense to me, because again, I do still think they are the best unit in the game. I do think Gohan and Goten are, like, on a... I don't know how to word it. Like they're, like, on the same level of broken as KALE and Khalifa, sort of. It's just that KALE and Khalifa are the best defensive unit in the game, and depending upon the situation, I don't know if I'd say they're the best offensive unit in the game, but they're probably within the top 5. So, you know, that combo alone just makes them ridiculous. But, you know, their infinite stacking defense, their dodge chance, their numerous attacks, they're just so absurdly busted, and they really have no reason to be, right? Like, it's just, I know one reason a lot of people are not really big fans of this KALE and Khalifa card is because it's so random. Like, you know, LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku comes out, LR AGL Gohan comes out, and, like, they're, like, nothing compared to KALE and Khalifa. Like, it's craziness, right? So, let's go and take a look at their super attack animations here. Mainly, I guess we're just looking at this to see the super attack quotes in English, right? So, I am expecting this unit, by the way, probably within a couple of days here on Global. I doubt it's going to be too much longer, because if we take a look, oh, okay, here's what I think is going to happen. I know exactly what's going to happen. Okay, so what I expect is that we are going to see KALE and Khalifa maybe on the 19th or the 20th for Global. Probably, it might just be the same LR KALE and Khalifa banner that we had on JP, which I'm going to look at in 1 second. Or, I think another possibility is it could be a top Legendary Summon banner with KALE and Khalifa featured, as well as LR Goku and Frieza. I do think there's a strong possibility that that will happen. Or there could be something else in mind, right? So here we go. You know, they do show KALE and Khalifa's stats. This is really good, by the way. They're on Twitter. Huge W for Global Dokkan. Again, there's been a lot of controversy with Global Dokkan and, you know, with me and the Dokkan subreddit and stuff like that. Again, I guess I should mention, I don't really mind. I do think it's pretty funny. I actually messaged 2 of the mods in the Dokkan subreddit to tell them, like relax. This is fine. There's no issues here whatsoever. Like, I think this is pretty funny. This KALE and Khalifa unit, though, here's the thing. As much as I want to tell people, like, oh, yeah, you know, Summon, they're the best unit in the game. Wait, no, not that. Wrong couple of things I wanted to grab here. This is what their banner looked like on JP, right? If this is the banner Global gets, I just don't recommend summoning. I can't recommend summoning on this. It's so bad. Because you have these 3 units. Really, I should pull up this Tech Khalifa and this SCR KALE just to also go over how stupidly OP they are, right? They are ridiculously dumb. Like, it's not just KALE, how broken LR KALE and Khalifa are, but those 2 banner units don't even awaken, and they're some of the better banner cards in the game, right? So you have those 3 new cards, which are outstanding, but these 2 will be on every banner moving forward, so I just do not recommend whatsoever for you guys to try and pull them. I just don't think that would be a wise decision. I would say, you know, kind of, if this is the exact banner you guys get on Global, wait it out. Don't worry about this. When Ribrianne gets her awakening on Global, she legitimately is, like, one of the best leaders in the game. Like, no one talks about it, but she turns the Peppy Gal team into, like, functioning on the same level as, like, some big-time category teams, even though she only gives, I think, 120%, right? So, like, Ribrianne is just crazy. Kefla's really good. Bra's really good. Kid Chi-Chi gets her awakening, I believe, along with Ribrianne. Kid Chi-Chi does become quite crazy for the Dragon Ball Saga team, so that is another thing you can sort of keep in mind. Like, you know, when Ribrianne gets her awakening, this Kid Chi-Chi's really good as well. And then, honestly, this bottom tier, like, these are all fodder right here. I mean, AGL Khalifa can be pretty useful. Physical KALE hits kind of hard, but, you know, don't worry about her. I mean, Tech Android 18 is still good. I don't want to, like, discredit her. She's just been on every banner for so long, right? Like, this just ain't what you want to use. If you have stones left over after the Blue Cow King Goku banner and stuff like that, I can't recommend summoning for this banner, even though this is, like, the best unit in the game. Their leader skill, the Joint Forces team, I don't run this team very much, or basically ever, because, I don't know, it just feels a little bit wonky to me. There's more we could get that would make it a little bit better. Although I suppose, you know, there's 2 units that are on here now, Goasu and Zamasu and Broly and Paragus, who are very solid support type units that will give key that could sort of help this team out, right? Like, this team is incredibly top heavy, right? Filled with all of these LRs. The two best units in the game are on here, Kale and Khalifa, as well as Gohan and Goten. I think LR Super Bomb Absorb Goku, LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, LR AGL Gohan, and SCR Cooler probably round out like the top 5 or 6 or 7. You know, one more, I don't know, maybe LR Goku and Frieza is also on there, right? But like, well, I mean, they're on this category team as well. But you just have a ridiculously powerful roster here. So like, you know, you could run this team, you know, you could easily beat everything. This is like the single like best team I think to probably beat the Legendary Goku event with, which is Joint Forces team. I believe the very first time I ever did the event, I was using the Joint Forces team because remember on JP, Kale and Khalifa preceded the Legendary Goku event. Now, the reason Kale and Khalifa get so ridiculous so fast is because they stack defense on 12 and 18 key super attacks permanently. They get 66% attack and defense to start a turn. Then there's a like ridiculousness, right? They have a guaranteed normal. Then they could do guaranteed supers against Pure Saiyan enemy, Universal Survival Arc enemy. They gain ki every time they attack. They get a 6% chance to dodge every single time they attack. Then they get a 10% attack buff per Universe 6, Join Forces, and Pure Saiyan category ally in the team. But it stacks, which helps turn them into the best unit in the game. Because rather than, like, you know, 10% if they have any of those categories, if they have all three, which LR, Kale, and Khalifa do, that's a 30% attack buff. And then if you think about, like, the Tech Khalifa, she's got Pure Saiyan and Universe 6. That's a 20% attack buff for this Kale and Khalifa on the team. So that's sort of the way it works. A very long passive. It was very confusing at first, right? We weren't really sure like exactly how it worked until we tested them out thoroughly in game. So keep that in mind. Their link set is godly, of course. Super Saiyan, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, Tournament of Power. All of those allow them to function really good. So, like, for example, Tournament of Power, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, that allows them to, I guess Super Saiyan as well, allows them to function very well in full power, because you do have some other Tournament of Power units on there, like, you know, LR Goku and Frieza, or Evolution Blue Vegeta. Evolution Blue Vegeta, by the way, is an outstanding linking partner for them, because he's got Super Saiyan, Tournament of Power, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. So we're talking 5 key and 25% attack. A ridiculous linking partner, right? So that is another one of their strengths. This is truly a unit that does not have a weakness, really. And people will say, like, oh, but you have to fill up the team with Universe 6 Joint Forces Pure Saiyan category allies for them to be good. It's like, no, that's not true. They still hit ridiculously hard even without it. The one thing I would say, though, is that, like, if you're not going up against a Universal Survival Saga enemy or a Pure Saiyan category enemy, in the first couple turns of the fight, mainly the first, they can be hit hard, right? So like for Super Battle Road, you know, people, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm gonna get people tweeting me clips of them getting like skull fucked in like the first turn on Super Battle Road and saying, oh, they're trash. Like, people were trying to do that with Bergamo too. It's like, dog, there's a handful of units that can tank at turn 1 on Super Battle Road, okay? And Kale and Khalifa, LR Gohan and Goten, and LR AGL Gohan, most of the time are not them. They at least, all of them, need a super attack or some attacks before they begin to build up their defense and build up their defensive power, right? But, like, you know, all three of those units, right? Some consider them the top 3 units in the game. Kale and Khalifa, Gohan and Goten, and LR AGL Gohan. If you put them in slot 1 and they take 7 attacks before they, you know, build up their defense when they attack, then they're going to take a lot of damage. That's the way it is. So keep this in mind. However, in the Universal Survival Arc stage of Super Battle Road, it's a joke to no item it with this unit. Like, it's done. It's done. So they have a great link set, great passive. They stack defense. Leader skill's really strong. They're on a number of different category teams. We're really good on all of them, right? You know, Universal Survival Saga, Pure Saiyan, Full Power, Joint Forces, Peppy Gals. They're great everywhere, right? They're just a tremendous, tremendous unit. There's a reason I call them the best unit in the game. Then we get Khalifa. Now, Khalifa potentially is one of the single most busted units in the game as well, because if you're going up against a Universal Survival Arc enemy or Pure Saiyan enemy, she has a 100% chance to dodge. She cannot be touched, which is ludicrous. She can't be touched. Invincible, which is super, super strong. So, I'm just saying, she's really, really good, right? She does stack attack and defense as well. She gets extra chance to evade if there is, I believe, you know, Universe 6 Peppy Gal category allies in the team. You know, just something to keep in mind. But, for example, Dokkan Battlefield boss Jiren, who is one of the hardest fights in the game, you could run Khalifa against him, and she will dodge him every single time, no matter what. It doesn't matter what typing Jiren is, because he can't touch Khalifa. She's a perfect defensive unit against him, so she cuts down on the difficulty a lot if you pick her up. So keep that in mind, global players, because you guys have not moved on to that last set of Battlefield yet, right? Then there's also SCR Kale. Now, I probably do like Khalifa better, but SCR Kale is really good as well. Stacks attack and defense, 60% attack and defense here. She gets attack for Pure Saiyans and Peppy Gal allies. Then she gets that same sort of passive as LR Kale and Khalifa, where she does guaranteed supers against Universal Survival Arc or Pure Saiyan. And if the enemy has both, then so let's say you get a super attack with her against UI Goku. She supers, and then chances are very high you'll get your additional super at that point if you have dupes in her. So really, really strong unit. All the Kale and Khalifa cards are just, like, stupidly strong. It just makes no sense. Like, what? I don't know why Dokkan sucks off Kale and Khalifa as hard as they do. I don't know. Because Dokkan, I guess, like, they don't really, like, do, like, crazy waifu stuff, right? Like, Bikini Bulma LR, stuff like that other gacha games do. I guess Dokkan, with the Dragon Ball IP, it's so strong they just feel no need to. But, like, I guess, like, Khalifa is the closest thing you've got, right? In her, like, tube top or whatever right here, looking like Jill Valentine. Like, I don't know. But, like, Dokkan loves Kale and Khalifa. I mean, I love Kale and Khalifa, so I ain't got a problem with it. Now, I should mention this, too. Every 5 seconds, people say, what do we do with these? Just like Top Grossing. Where's Top Grossing? What do we do with the Christmas tickets? The same thing. This is interesting. So this is specifically for a Dokkan Festival ticket summon. I don't think Kale and Khalifa are going to be Dokkan Fest at all, right? Like, unless it would have to be some crazy shenanigans for them to be put on a Dokkan Fest exclusive banner with other Dokkan Festival exclusives. It's just not going to happen, right? So what I'm thinking is we're going to get Kale and Khalifa in a day or two here, maybe the 20th, the 19th, something like that is what I guess. And then just like, 3 years ago now, if you guys remember... Oh, I really should have pulled it up. Can I go to the Dokkan Wiki and pull it up, actually? Let me try this. Hold on. Because I really should pull this up. Because at the time on Global, this was like the single greatest banner. At the time, this might have been the single... That's it? Christmas banner doesn't bring it up. So, like, I don't know. I would have to go to DBZ space, and this would take, like, 10 minutes to go back in time. But there was a banner. Whoa, wait, I could sort here. Well, I guess we could just by stones. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. Here, I'll scroll down. We'll see how long it takes me to get there while I explain. But on Christmas 3 years ago, 2016, they dropped a banner on us with no warning, no notice, nothing. The middle of the night, I think it was Christmas Eve, the banner just showed up. Boom. Like, at the time, I was not a free-to-play player, but I was, like, saving stones for Vegito Blue and Rose. I saw them come out and I said, I am not summoning until those units arrive on Global, however long that might take. Back then, Dokkan was not giving out, 4, 5, 6, 700 stones per month or whatever. It was very hard to come by stones back then. So any stone you could get and save was very, very smart. So I was saving specifically for those big-time monsters, Vegito Blue and Rose. Then they dropped this banner on us, which at the time has the best unit in the game, an AGL Super Vegito, has another one of the best units in the game, an SCR Gogeta at the time, and then, of course, Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, who also I would consider one of the best units in the game at the time, right? Like, Vegito and Gogeta were brand new. They had come out just within the last couple of months. Like, I think Vegito came out in October, and Gotenks came out in November, and then this was a banner in December, right? It was absurd. It was craziness. Okay, we're real close to it now. Yeah, this is it right here. I got it. Okay. This was the banner that dropped. So good. And it was like a step up. I believe you got a guaranteed featured unit from this. Do we have the... Because I think there was 2 versions. There was like a mini step up. Yeah, it looks like there's not another version for it. But there was like a mini step up on it. I would have to go back and really look at the details because this is quite a few years ago now. But this banner was just crazy. I'm expecting we might see something similar to this, like Christmas Eve or Christmas. And that'll be what the tickets are going to be used for. I'm thinking it might just be the Tanabata banner. Like they might just, boom, drop that on Christmas. Plus, they add in, like, the Christmas tickets. So, like, think of the way with, like, STR Rose or the 3-year anniversary or the 4-year anniversary Global had these tickets. They could do that with the Tanabata banner. I mean, I'm going to be honest. People are going to say, oh, it's only for whales, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. If they do that, there's, like, tickets that you get for summoning on this banner with these 3 on here. I know there's 20 featured units, but there's 3 summonable LRs, and all 3 are within the top 10 best units in the game. So, like, someone out there got one of these free Christmas tickets, right? Here, let me just get rid of this right here. Someone out there got one of these free Christmas tickets, and then, like, let's say that happens, right? Like that's what's going to happen. The Tanabata banner comes, and that's what you can use these Christmas tickets for. And then someone's just going to go, oh, okay, let me pop this to a single, and oh, I got LR Gohan and Goten, or oh, I got LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Like, that's a good celebration. I know a lot of people are frustrated at the celebration right now, no top grossing rewards yet, by the way. I do think they are coming. I don't know what they're waiting for. Maybe they're waiting so they could give y'all tickets instead of stones. I don't know. I don't know why they're waiting so long. I do think top grossing will be given out, though. And I am expecting this Tanabata banner to arrive. So, global players should be able to grab Gohan and Goten with red coins at that time. But I do want to remind y'all that when this banner came out on JP, it came out it was like a simultaneous release with LR Gohan and Goten, basically. And, they weren't available with red coins on JP. So I am fearful that this banner could show up. I think Goku and Vegeta would 100% they will be available with coins. But Gohan and Goten might not be. Which would be scary, because then people will be screaming Shaft no matter what, right? And if you're a global player and you do have a lot of red coins, I do think Gohan and Goten are the prime unit to get with your red coins. I think they are the very best unit to use red coins for, Gohan and Goten. I would recommend that. But either of the Super Saiyan 4s are also good. But I absolutely would recommend saving red coins for these juggernauts, or AGL Gohan, I think is good. I don't know that I would get red coins for LR Cell. I mean, unless you have, like, every other Dokkan Fest unit or something like that. Because LR Cell, I mean, he's just kind of, I don't know. He's really good, but, he's kind of mid at the same time. I'm just saying, So let me know what you guys think. So my official prediction, Kale and Khalifa banner, day or 2 days, 3 days, something like that. Then on Christmas Eve or Christmas, I think we'll get this with tickets. Christmas is saved for global. That's what I think is going to happen. That's why I'm not too concerned about global, but hey, I could be wrong. I might take another L. We'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.